Hi, welcome to another épée fencing lesson by me, Denis Fournier, fencing coach. Today we'll be talking about the different en-garde position or blade positions. So, when you are coming back to an en-garde position, you want the guard to be protecting your hand, forearm, and upper arm and shoulder area. So being like this, where you expose the outside of your hand. In this case, you can clearly see the white, or if you were too much like this, then you would expose the hand underneath the guard. The same goes in any direction. So the best position is to more or less line up the tip of the épée, the blade, the guard, the hand, the elbow, and the shoulder all in one straight line. This way, from this perspective, I am protecting all my advanced targets. If I was to be, say, in this position, then it's wrong. So I want to be like this, all protected. Now, when I'm in the en-garde position, there are essentially four positions I can have. I can have my point way up there. I can have my point down. I can have my point out, or I can have my point in. So we call these high, low, out, in, or in the middle. To me, the best position is in the middle with the point slightly oriented or aimed at your opponent's top of his guard area, or right in the middle of this section. This way you can avoid and keep that point close to the advanced targets, which is the hand. So again, from the en-garde position, nice and straight, you can have up here, down here, up there, or up here. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to each of those positions. The best, in my opinion, is to have the blade more or less parallel to the floor, as I said, with the point aimed at your opponent's guards. However, if, for example, you decide to have it up there, then you expose yourself to your blade being beaten either on the inside or the outside. Same way, if you're too low, maybe the blade will be beaten down here and there. But keep in mind that, of course, these are not, they're positions that can move left to right, vertically, horizontally, in clockwise circle, counterclockwise circle, and diagonal. So, if, for example, your blade is being beaten like this because your point is too high, then perhaps I can recommend you can just lower your guard. Yeah, you may expose some of your hand, but at least you don't get your blade beaten all the time. Or you can move it out a little bit like this, or a little bit here and there, depending on which side the blade might be beaten. Could be beaten on the top or under as well, then you can make appropriate adjustment to avoid the blade being beaten. So, in conclusion, nice en-garde position with the guard nice and straight, aimed at protecting hand, elbow, shoulder area. Here's a lateral view of the different en-garde position we just talked about. It could be a high line position, could be a low line position, out or in, or parallel to the floor. Again, the idea is not to have your hand exposed from underneath, from inside, outside, or below. The guard being the shield, if you like, that protects your hand, your forearm, your upper arm, and your shoulder area should all be aligned from the tip all the way to the shoulder. And that is the lesson for today. Thank you very much.